Hey guys, it's me Ram here, and in today's video I'm going to be unboxing and giving you guys my thoughts on the Cosmic MGC 5x5. So this right here is my original MGC 5x5 here. It turns pretty well and it performs pretty nicely. However, I've been really wanting a new 5x5 for quite some time because this one is quite old. I got it back in February 2020. On top of that, my setup for big cubes is really not all that great and I really wanted to try something that was professionally set up. Therefore, I decided to get this. A big thank you to SpeedCubeShop for sending this to me to try out, and if you want to buy any cubes, be sure to get it at SpeedCubeShop and use the discount code RAM for 5% off your order, as well as a shout out at the end of my latest video. Alright, let's open this up. Here we are. I see the old Cosmic logo back again, and here we have the accessories box and nothing else. Now I am expecting this cube to be gummy out of the box because it's freshly lubed. However, after a few sols, I'm sure it'll break in to be really good. Alright, just getting this plastic wrap off is quite a pain. Alright, great. Here we go. Okay, it is a little bit greasy from the outside, but there isn't much lube. Anyway, let's go right into first turns. Okay, I was right. Out of the box, it is quite lubey and slow. However, the feeling is incredible. It's so smooth and so soft, as you guys can probably hear. Yeah, even the inner layers out of the box are super duper gummy. This definitely needs quite a bit of break-in. However, after break-in, I'm sure this puzzle will turn out to be amazing. Let's take a quick look at corner cutting. Yeah, the corner cutting seems really good. It's quite effortless and reverse is around this much. And the tensions on this puzzle, ooh, they're quite loose actually. Comparing it to my original MGC here, as you guys can see, it is quite a bit tighter. And this one right here is a fair bit looser. I think I'm gonna have to tighten this a bit if it pops, which I really hope it doesn't. So yeah, all in all, this cube does need quite a bit of break-in. So after I do some sols on this cube, I'll get back to you guys with my final thoughts. Hey guys, I've had this cube for almost a week now. I've done a bunch of sols on it and I'm ready to give my thoughts. Now, I had mentioned in the unboxing that the cube was fairly loose and I would really hope it doesn't pop, but unfortunately on my very first sol with it, I got a pop. To fix this problem, what I did was tighten the screw by about a full turn and now it has the same tension as my original MGC 5x5. After I did this, the cube started feeling amazing. It feels pretty similar to my original MGC 5x5, however, it's just so much smoother and softer, and for some reason, it's so much more enjoyable to turn. After break-in, the speed of this puzzle is not nearly as fast as my original MGC 5x5, which may or may not be a good thing. However, the best part about this puzzle is that it's not at all gummy. I can turn even faster on this puzzle than my original MGC 5x5, and this cube has literally gotten me back into practicing 5x5 a lot more. Just after a few days of practice on this cube, I pretty much broke the sub 2 minute barrier instantly, a goal that I've had since May 2020. Obviously, it's not just the cube that's got me there. However, the fact that this was such a new and amazing feeling cube made me want to practice 5x5 more, and in turn, all of that extra practice made me faster at the event. Obviously, the performance of this puzzle is also awesome. The corner cutting on this puzzle is amazing, up to par with every other good 5x5 I've tried, and I've pretty much never encountered a major lockup on this cube, only a few minor catches here and there. Since I've tightened the cube, I haven't had a single pop on it, and obviously corner twisting isn't anything to worry about on 5x5s. Overall, I'd go as far as to say that this is the best 5x5 I have ever used. I've tried other MGC 5x5s and this is definitely the best one in comparison. In comparison to the Ultrawong WRM, that cube is definitely faster. However, I definitely prefer the feeling of the MGC. And in comparison to the Volk 5M, I'd definitely say that this Cosmic MGC 5x5 beats both of the Volk 5Ms I've tried. Now, even though this puzzle is more on the expensive side, I'd highly recommend trying it if you're in the market for a new 5x5, especially because it's cheaper than the stock Volk 5M. Thank you all for listening. So that's pretty much it for my unboxing and thoughts on the Cosmic MGC 5x5. A big thank you to SpeedCubeShop once again for sending this out to me, and thanks a lot for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Goodbye.